Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about aliens that eat humans. First, let's start with the electronic text corpus of Sumerian literature. The electronic text corpus of Sumerian literature is a project that provides an online digital library of text and translations of Sumerian literature. I'm not really an expert on Sumerian literature, but these texts are really good translation of the ancient Sumerian texts in cuneiform tablets that are really old, and we can now finally understand what these Sumerians were writing. These Sumerians, they believe in the Anunnakis, those who from heaven to earth came. Okay, let's see a part of one of these texts, the translation of tablet T 2.5423, a hymn to Nibru. Nibru is their home planet, and Ishmedegan. Your interior towers up. Your exterior is awesome. You were built as life-giving food for the Anuna gods. So, we humans were built as food for the Anunnaki gods. You were beautified for their eating and drinking. You are the sheepfold which is there for their life. Nothing escapes your grasp, as if caught in the threads of an outspread net, like a web of a spider. Shrine Nibru, your activities are quite excellent, quite surpassing all description. The divine powers that you allocate are a good fortune which cannot be overturned. Okay. People, you go and read this for yourself and tell me what you think about this text. The Sumerians, they wrote it thousands of years ago. Okay, but not only this text says that we were made as food to be eaten. You were built as life-giving food, so we humans, our flesh, give life to these aliens. Another one like this theory is from H.G. Wells, the science fiction author. You remember War of the Worlds, famous novel. He explains a bit how this can happen in real life. Maybe these aliens come down to Earth in their machine and catch us in their harvesting machine. You see here in the book, along with the fighting tripods, they were harvester machines that gathered the humans and placed them in metal baskets. The captured humans were processed and injected directly into the aliens' veins for food. Yummy. So, and the red mist is blood. When the aliens finish eating the humans, they spray the blood onto the earth. They would take the blood and practically spit it out and use it for nutrients. The red plant you see every day where is called the red weed. This is Wells, H.G. Wells, the writer, explanation why Mars had a red appearance. Okay, and another book is the Voynich manuscript. The Voynich manuscript is it was purchased by Wilfred Voynich from a Jesuit monastery in northern Italy in 1912. It is currently in the Beinecke Rare Book Library of Yale University. This manuscript was made from soft light brown vellum and is considered to be approximately 500 years old. It consists of about 200 pages made up of drawings of plants, astronomical and astrological pictures, and biological drawings that appear related to the human reproductive process. The text is in cipher that has puzzled scholars. and cryptographers for nearly a century. Although I've not been able to decipher more than a few words of this strange document, I think that the following observation relating to this authorship may aid others in reading it. Nobody has ever deciphered this text. It's one of the books that has never been deciphered and nobody understands what it means. I also downloaded it once and tried to decipher it myself, but I didn't find it quite interesting, specifically because I saw a YouTube movie with some Turkish guys. They said that language resembled some ancient Turkish language, and they said it was pure biological, but plants, it was more, that had nothing to do with humans. But lately, last week, I saw another YouTube video, The Knowledge of the Forever Time, 8B, from the movie maker Damon T. Barry. He made like a whole range of episodes, and this one is one of the final one, and he comes up with that this book shows us that humans were made for eating.
Looks to be alien.
It is an alien language. That is why these aliens make signs in the crop circles, just to show us that we are the crop and we are ready for harvesting.
It is. At its center is a plant. And what this means is that we are looking for a relic or artifact that reflects a line of plants. It would be impossible to understand this message by a search of plants alone, and so it is the other peripheral objects which create and isolate this message.
This guy can read alien languages. This is really interesting. I got some pictures from the Voynich manuscript here. I'll show you later. Let's see more of Damon T. Barry.
Surrounding this plant is what appears to be letters. Letters of a strange language, a language that is no longer spoken on this earth. As confusing as this may be, there is an answer, because only one relic of note fits this description, and it is called the Voynich manuscript.
So he links these crop circle messages, these symbols, to the Voynich manuscript, which is actually really good. I would not have come up with this myself. I don't know where this guy gets his idea from, but suddenly it falls into places. The crop circles that we are the food, and the Voynich manuscript. Because take a look at these pictures. Damon T. Barry says you can see it as the Voynich manuscript. You can see as a Rosetta Stone. You can understand it by the text, and if you don't understand the text, you can understand it with the pictures or the astrological signs in the book. Okay, this is how Leonardo da Vinci draws human intestines, and you can see the picture here, a woman in some intestines. So it's clear to see that this picture from the Voynich manuscript wants to say that this woman is being eaten, and she's being digested, and what's happening and in the digestive system. Here's another one here. So you can clearly see it's the digestive system that's being drawn in a human or an alien digestive system. It's hard to say what, but it's digesting humans. And then these women, white women, you can see they're in some sort of pile of green substances. I would say this is the substance that disintegrates the body. Look closely. These women have like spots on their faces. You see, like red spots, but it's like blood. I think they're crying. They don't look happy. And they're all linked to some tube, and these tubes are linked to something up on top of them. Some biological, organic system they are in. See, and this woman is like the first one here with the cross in her hand. It's like she comes out of some grinder or something, and she goes in this tube, and when she passes through this tube, she gets minced, like minced beef, and the blood comes out here. She gets squashed and minced. And then you have the other woman with something else in her hand, something round. And this is like the next phase of digestion in this strange alien body. Take a look at some more these scary photos, scary images. So like really creepy stuff from a book that they say is pure for plants or biological. This is not a biological book. This is more some sort of body, internal body, organs, digestive system, how we get digested in this alien body. And see, this is another book on the another page in the book. This is like a Venus flytrap. It's a meat-eating plant. So what's a meat-eating plant doing in the book? So meat-eating plants means this plant eats humans, and it goes into the plant, and you can see the seeds represents a black seed. You have a brown seed, yellow, and an orange one, white one. That would represent the human races. So take a look at some pictures of this book, and all these women are like swimming in some sort of puddle, but it's not swimming, they're like in a caught in some belly or womb or tomb or something. They are not happy. One is falling down, she's trying to hold her. People, they're holding hands. I mean, they're like really scared. Look at this one here, totally flabbergasted. It's really spooky. Okay, enough of the Voynich manuscript. Take a look at it yourself. Hope you find some interesting stuff. I think it's maybe some alien spider or something. I don't know how this creature looks that eats us humans. Okay, and another part I want to show you is the giants from a lot of books. Just like FIFO 5 Fum is the first line of historical quatrain, famous for its use in the classic English fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk. The poem as given in Joseph Jacobs' 1890 rendition is as follows. Fee fi fo fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. This shows a giant, the Nephilim, the children of the sons of gods. These giants were known to eat humans. And this is not the only book, Jack and the Beanstalk, that shows giant eating human. There was also one from Homer, the Ulysses or the Odyssey. And in that book you had the Cyclops, and one of the Cyclops was Polyphemus. Who are the Cyclops? Plural forms of the word Cyclops, and what role do they play in Homer's Odyssey in the Greek mythology as a whole? Polyphemus invites them to his cave. Initially he seems to be doing what a good Greek is supposed to do, take care of his traveler. Then, out of nowhere, Polyphemus eats two of Odyssey men. Odysseus' men. Out of nothing, he eats 2 of Odysseus' men. He then bars the entrance of the cave with an impossible huge stone. Odysseus' men go from guest to prisoner to snack. Twice a day, Polyphemus chows down on 2 or more Odysseus' men. How disgusting! This giant eats us humans. They eat us. Okay, and take a look at the knowledge of forever time. It's really good. It ends, of course, with his conclusion that we are food ripe for the harvesting as predicted in the Mayan calendar 2012. That was the end of the harvesting time. So now, around now, the aliens will come to eat us. And let me see, I have something. Human sacrifice in Maya culture. That's why these Mayans, they sacrifice humans. During the pre-Columbian era, human sacrifice in Maya culture was a ritual offering of nourishment to the gods. Blood was viewed as a potent source of nourishment for the Maya deities, and the sacrifice of a living creature was a powerful blood offering. By extension, the sacrifice of a human life was the ultimate offering of blood to the gods. The ultimate offering is blood, the gods. Where on earth did they get the idea that these gods want our blood? Because maybe they saw it themselves, that these gods ate us, and they worship these gods by sacrificing other humans. That explains a lot. And the most important Maya rituals culminated in human sacrifice. Generally, only high-status prisoners of war were sacrificed, with lower-status captives being used for labor. So only the high-status prisoner, people, the best meat got sacrificed, not just the lower status. The lower status didn't get sacrificed. They were used for labor. So imagine how important these human sacrifices were. And also the child sacrifice in pre-Columbian cultures, it's like in the Inca, in particular Mesoamerican and South American culture is well documented in both in the archaeological records and in written sources. The exact ideologies behind child sacrifice in different pre-Columbian cultures are unknown, but it is often thought to have been performed in order to placate certain gods. Please the gods, you have to make human sacrifices. That is what they believed in. The gods or the aliens wanted blood. Alright, this is what I wanted to show you. Tell me what you think. Are we food for the aliens, the Anunnaki, or are we slave laborers? We are one of the two. Choose. Thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel.